This classwork that we have here, these are your answers. We just want to verify to see which ones are correct and which ones need any extra explanations. So the first one, it says reduce each fraction to its lowest terms. So 2 here give me 1 and 2 here gives me 2. So that means 2 can factor them out. That's why the answer is 1 over 2 and you are correct by saying 1 over 2. Then the second one, 30, 35 over 40. So 5 can factor them out. 5 here, 7 and 5 here, 8. Again, your answer is correct. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
You can hear me. Okay, I just want to know if you can hear me because the network at times. So the third one, 2 can factor them out. If you use 2 to divide the two numbers, for the fifth, for the one at the top, you get 5. For the one at the bottom, you get 8. And that's 5 over 8. Then for this one, um, you can use 4 to divide both of them. So 4 in 8, that's 2, and 4 in 36, that's 9, which is also correct. Then 18 over 20, you can use 2 to divide that. This is going to give me 9, and this gives me 10. Then you got your 9 over 10. Then 4 over 36, 4 can factor them out. So 4 here, 1, and 4 here, 9. That's 1 over 9. And 3 can factor these. 3 in the one above, that is 2. And 3 in the one below, that is 3. That's 2 over 3. And 2 over 10, we can use 2 to factor them out. We get 1 over 5. Then we have 3 over 10. 3 can factor again. That's 1 over 10. Then 44 over 48. That's 4 can factor them out. 4 in 44 is 11, and 4 in 48 is 12. So that's 11 to 12. Then this is 5 over 15. 5 can factor them out. We have 5 here, 1, and 5 here, 3. Then we have 10 over 35. 5 can factor them. So 5 in 10 is 2, and 5 in 35 is 7. So you get 2 over 7. 10 over 45. How many 5 is in 10, Israel? How many 5s in 10?
One, two.
2. How many 5s in 45?
Uh, right. 9.
9. So 2 over 9. That's good. Then 6 over 14. What's the number we use to factor this out?
Mhm.
What's the number we use to divide both of them? That's 2. So how many 2 in
Right.
6? How many 2 in 6?
3.
What do you call it?
3.
What What did you say?
3.
I can't hear you.
I said 3. 3.
3. Okay. Then how many 2 in 14?
Uh, 8. 7.
7. That's 3%. So for, 28 over 32 can use 4. 4 is 7, and 4 here 8. Then 20 over 24 is 4 here, 5, and 4 here 6. So it makes this an excellent job. So this second one, let's go to the second one. We have to move these answers to the bottom page so we can compare what we have. So give me a few seconds. So the aspect of the work, we have 5 over 15. We factor them by what number? Which is 5, right? So 5
Yeah.
divide this, and this is going to be 1 over 3, and this is 4 to divide them out. That is 1 out of 8. And this is, you use 5, then you got 6 over 7. Then you have 3 over 6, that's 1 over 2. You also have 14 over 24. If you use 2 to factor them out, you have 7 over 12. Then here you have 18 over 20. 2 here, 9, 2 here, 10. 9 over 10. Then we have 14 over 18. 2 goes, that is 7 over 9. And we have 5 over 35, that is 1 out of 7. Then 4 over 40, that is 1 out of 10. And 35 over 50, that is 7 out of 10 if you divide by 5. Then the next one, 2 over 18, that's short of 1 over 9, which is correct. Then 2 over 4 is also 1 over 2 if you divide it by 2. Then this divided by 2 also gives 1 over 3. So then this divided by 2 gives me 1 over 7. And this divided by 4 gives me 7 over 10. Then we have 4 over 28 giving me 1 out of 7. Then 45 over 50 is 9 over 10. And we have 12 over 28, that is 4 here, 3, 4 is 7. Then we have 12 over 40, that is 4 here, 3, 4 here, 10. And the last one, we have 25 over 60, that is going to be 12, 5 over 12, okay? Okay?
Okay.
Okay? Okay, good.
Okay.
So we're going to move to the next stuff now, which is the um, changing fraction to decimals. Changing fractions to decimals. Changing fractions to decimals. So what we do when we change fraction to decimal, I'll start from some of these ones. I'll start from some of these answers, okay?
Okay.
Let's assume we want to change all of these to decimals. We want to change them to decimals. So I'm just gonna remove all of these, yeah, these ones. So those that are being repeated, we won't repeat them. We just let's say this one. So just want to listen carefully. Let's see. So let's pick the first one. The first one is 1 over 2. This is going to give me 0.5. Do you understand how this gives 0.5?
No.
Okay. What we have to do in order to get 0.5 is that we have 1 over 2. We say how many 2's can go in 1? That's a 0, okay?
Mhm.
So that's a 0. We put a point, then we introduce an imaginary 0 beside the 1, making 10. So how many 2's in 10? That's what?
5.
5. Is that clear now? Is that clear now?
Yeah.
Is that clear now? I can't hear your response.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, good. Then number 2, we have 7 over 8. To change 7 over 8, we follow the same method. How many 8 in 7? That is 0, it can go. So we'll put an imaginary 0 here, that's 70. How many 8 in 70? That is
Mm,
7 because 8 times, that is 8 because 8 times 8 is 64, okay?
okay.
So remove 64 from 70. What do you have? You have
Mhm.
6. How many 8 in 60? That is 7. because 8 times 7 is 56. Is that clear?
Yeah.
Good. So remove 56. What do you have left? You have 4. So you put another imaginary 0. How many 8s in 40? That's 5.
Uh,
Does it remain anything? No. So this is the answer.
no.
Do you understand how I got 0.875?
Yeah, yeah.
Explain it.
So first you saw how many eight was in seven, and that is zero. You put the zero there, and then you put your imaginary zero behind seven, and then you saw how many eight was in seven, which is eight. And I mean, in eight times eight is 64.
I said how many
So
8 is in 70, not 7, okay?
okay.
That's 8. 8 times 8 is 64. So I removed 64 from 70 and gave me 6. Yes or no?
Yes.
Then I put another 0. So how many 8 is in 60? That is 7, which is 56, because 8 times 7 is 56. Then it remains 4. Then I put another 0, making 40. Is that clear?
Yeah.
Then how many 8 in 40? That's 5. So let me do the third one. Number 3, I have 5 over 8. How many 8s in 5? That's not possible. So I put an imaginary 0 here. Say,
Hmm.
how many 8s in 50? That is 6, because 8 times 6 is 48, okay? If I remove
Okay.
48 from 50, what do I have? I have 2, so you put another 0. How many 8s in 20? That's 2, which is 16. Is
Mm.
that clear?
Yeah.
Then, if you remove 16, you have 4. Then you put another 0. How many 8s in
Mm-hmm.
40? That's 5.
Mm.
And it doesn't remain anything, okay?
Mm. Okay.
At times, you might encounter the ones that will always remain. So once you get to two decimal places like this, or the third decimal place, you can stop. Is that clear?
Yeah.
Number 4, 2 over 9. Let's check 2 over 9. How many 9 in 2? It's not possible. We'll put a 0 here, making 20. How many 9 in 20? That's 2. Okay? That's 18. Remove
Okay.
18 from 20. What do you have? 2 left. 20 again. How many 9 in 20? That's another 2. Still remainder 2. If you put 0, how many? 9 in 20. That's 2 again. 18. Still remaining 2. So it will never finish, okay?
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Now, so you can just stop it on the second digit or the first digit, since you know that it will give us 0.22222 forever.
Mhm.
Because if we get a calculator and we say 2 divided by 9, like 2 divided by 9, it's going to give us 0.2222222 unending, okay?
Mm.
Is
Mhm.
that clear?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Let me do, I think this one I did. Okay, yeah, let me do number 5. For number 5, I have 9 over 10. Look at 9 over 10. So how many 10 in 9? That's 0, okay?
Okay.
Then I put a 0 here. How many 10 in 90? That's 9. Does it
That's
remain
nine.
anything? No,
No. Yes.
it doesn't
I mean,
remain
no,
anything.
no, no. Sorry.
So number 6 is 1 over 9. Look at 1 over 9. How many 9 in 1? That's 0. Put a 0 here, making 10.
Mhm.
So how many 9 in 10? That's 1. Remainder 1. If you put a 0 again, it makes another 10. How many 9? That's 1. Put remainder 1 again, put a 0. So it'll give you 0.111111 forever, okay?
Okay.
But you don't need to, actually repeat all of those stuff. So just stop it on the, maybe on the second one, okay?
Okay.
Now you understand how to change numbers from fraction to decimals, right? Okay, let's check about number 7. Number 7 says 2 over 3. This is another repeating one. How many 3s in 2? That's 0. You put an imaginary 0
Mm.
here. How many 3 in 20? That's 6. If you remove 18, because 3 times 6 is 18, remove 18, you have 2. Then 20 again. How many 3? That is 6. So it will continue as 6, 6, 6 forever. Then you can say 0.67. You round up this one, okay?
Okay.
You round it up. So you just stop it, you terminate it. But the rest, we cannot increase their value because they are less than 5, okay?
Okay.
We can increase the value of the one where we terminated the answer. So number 8, we have 1 over 5. So how many 5s in 1? That's a 0. So if you put an imaginary 0,
Mm.
that's 10. How many 5s in 10? That's 2. It doesn't remain anything. That's the answer. Number 9, 1 over 10. How many 10 in 1? That's not possible. Then put this. How many 10 in 10? That's 1. Okay?
Okay.
Then number 10, we have 11 over 12. So how many 12 in 11? That's not possible. Then you put a 0. So how many 12 in 110? Yes, how many 12 can you see? 12 times 9 is 108. Okay?
Okay.
So that is 9 times. So if you remove 108, you have what?
Mm.
Remove 108 from 110, you have what? 2. So if you put an imaginary
Ah,
0 here, how many 12 is in, how many 12s in 20? That's 1.
that's
Remember
one. Yeah.
8. So how many 12s in 80? That's 7. Because 12 times
So.
7, oh, it's not 7. That's 6. 12 times 6 is
Uh-huh.
72. Okay?
Okay.
So 72, remaining 8, 80 again. How many 12? 6, which is 72, remaining 8, 80 again. So this will continue like 6 forever, okay?
Yeah. Okay.
Because so we just have to terminate it. What we had was 11 divided by
Mm.
12. So that
Mm.
give us 0.9166666666, but we can terminate it on the third digit and say this is 0.917 because this is number 5 and above. If it's number below 5, we don't change the 6, we just write 0.916. Is that clear?
Yeah.
Then, or we can say 0.921 becomes 2 if we terminate it on the second digit. Because of this one, we power this to become the nearest digit. Is that clear now?
Yeah.
Okay, what I will allow you to do, I will allow you to try. Okay, let
Mm-hmm.
me finish up this so that you will try the other ones, the other set of answers at the top. You will try them as your, okay, all of these, most of these things are repeating. I'm going to stop it there, okay? Then I will give you the
Okay.
ones you're going to do as your. So write down these ones, write down all of these. Find the area when we have to find the area. So the first one, we have two shapes there. That is the half of a circle and the rectangle, or whatever we call it. This looks like a square, but it's still length times breadth to get the area. So the total area for this shape will be the area of that rectangle, length times breadth or length times width, plus the area of the circle, pi r squared divided by 2, since this is the half of that. So we have of the length and breadth, 25 and 20. So 25 times 20 plus our pi is a constant, so which is 22 over 7, then times radius. Radius is half of diameter, but this place is diameter, so diameter is 25. So we have 25 over 2 times 25 over 2, then everything divided by 2 because we're finding half of the total area of the area of a full circle. So 25 times 2
Elephant.
is 25 times 2 is 50. So we have 500 here plus the other side. We'll have 25 times 25, then times 22. So let's check that out. 25 times 25 gives 625, then times 22 gives 13,750. So 13,750 divided by the 7 times 2 times 2. 7 times 2 is 14. 14 times 2 is 28. Then the whole answer here divided by 2. So we have 2 kg here. So then we have, let's see, then we have 500 here plus 13,750 over 28, then times 1 over 2 if we change this. So this is going to be 500 plus the 13,750 over what is 28 times 2? That's 56. So here we can just press our calculator and divide so that we can add the 500 to the result of 13,750 divided by 56. So we have 245.5 randomly. So 2 or 54. So 245.54. So adding 500 to this, that's plus 500. Then we have 745.54 0.54 centimeters square. Is this clear to you? I can't hear your response.
Yes.
Is it clear to you?
Yes.
Okay. So now you see why your answer isn't correct, right? Now let's check the second one
Yes.
if you'll be able to get this one. In this second question, there are about three shapes: one, two, and three. So we need to find the three areas. So total area for the second question, let me divide this by now. So for the second question, we have total area equal to the 5 times 6, which is the area 1, like area 1 plus area 2 plus area 3. So this is A1, A2, and A3. So A1, area 1 equal to 6 inches times 5 inches, and that is 30 square inches. Then your area 2 is the length and breadth. So here the total distance here is 15. But this other distance here is 7, while this other distance here is 5. So that means the distance at the base here is going to be 12. Is that clear?
Yes.
Is that clear?
Yes.
Okay. So we have 12 times, then what will this one be? Because there is 6 above, which is this, then there should be 4 at the bottom. So that's going to be, if I bring out, for area 1 that I did, let me just bring up the shape that gave us area 1, which is this shape. So this shape gave us the area 1, and what we used was the 5 here at the top. Let me use another color for that. So the 5 at the top and the 6 on the side. So that's what gave us the 30. But for area 2, I'm going to bring that shape. So I have the shape here for area 2. Then we're going to figure out the size. So area 2, A2. So here, the top here, we have a portion 7, we have a portion 5, equivalent to this top here. So then that means the total here is 12 because it's 5 plus 7. Then we have this place to be 6, then this place should be 4 to make a total of 10. Is that clear? So this
Yes.
is 4. So the area 2 now is going to be 12 times 4, which is 48 square inches. And to area 3, let me see, A3. We're going to bring the triangle. So here's for the triangle. Now we need to know the base and the height because for a triangle, area will be half times base times height. So the height is the same as the height of this one. So this place is going to be 4. And the base will be the remaining part that will make 15 here because we have 12 here. So 3 to make the 15. Is that clear? So
Yes.
this is going to be 3. So the area is going to be half times 3 times 4. 3 times 4 is 12. Half of 12 is 6. 6 square inches. So the total area now, final answer, will be that's total area. That will be addition of all the three area 1, 2, 3. That's 30 plus 48 plus 6. So what is 30 plus 48? That's 78. 78 plus 6 is what? 84 square inches. Is that clear?
Coming.
Is that clear?
Yes.
If it's clear, explain number 1 to me.
Okay. So total area equals to length times breadth plus pi
Pi r
r
squared
square over 2
over 2. So why did I use pi r squared over 2? Because it's half of a
because this is
circle.
semi-circle.
Yes, bro. So, and the pi is a constant, right? Right?
Yes.
Good. That is 22 over 7. And the radius is half of the diameter. Diameter is 25, okay? Right?
Okay.
So that's why we
Yes.
get radius here because diameter is twice of radius. And we can say radius is diameter over 2. That's why we have to divide 25 by 2 in 2 places because of the r square in the formula. Then we did this. The rest is just a calculator job or mathematical uh, skills. Then, what about number 2?
Wait, it's total. Wait.
This
So
place.
much. Okay. Total area equals to A1 plus A2 plus A3. A1 equals to 6 inches plus 5 times 5 inches equals to 30 inches square. Then
A2 equals to 12 times 4, which is 48 inches square.
Wait,
A,
where did we get 4 from? Where did the 4 come from?
the side was 10, but so
Okay,
6 minus 10 is 4.
okay, 10 minus 6. Good. All right. And how did we get area 3?
Oh, the 3 came from, so 7 plus 5 is 12 minus 15. So there'll be 3 left.
Okay, good. I just want to be sure that you were following. Okay, I'll give you some time to write it down. Meanwhile, which topic are you currently working on? Or is it okay? You said area of triangles, right?
Yes, that's the
Uh,
numbers are already given. You just have to find the area.
just to find the area, no problem. Okay, do copy this down, then we move to that. There are two triangles. The first one and the second one, we have some of the sides given, while some of the sides are not given. Okay, let's get started. You've submitted your answers, and we're gonna. If I'm right, your first answer is 50, right?
Uh,
Right?
yes.
Okay. And okay, there's no unit in the question, so that's okay. And the second one, you got 25.6 square feet. Okay, that was square feet. Area, it's true that area of a triangle is half times base times height. But in this triangle, we're not given the height. Okay,
Okay.
is that clear?
Yes.
So we need to find the height of the triangle first. And to find the height, we can, we can regard this smaller part of the triangle in order to find the height. We're going to use what is called Pythagoras theorem. Pythagoras theorem. And this is only useful when we're finding the sides of a right angle triangle. You can see a right angle here, right here. So this is the height, but we will not call it H here. We just call it any of the sides. So let's just call it C, or we call it Y. So to find Y, Pythagoras theorem states that the square of the hypotenuse side will be equal to the sum of the squares of the other two sides. In a nutshell, I'm saying 5 square equal to y squared plus 3 squared. Square of this side is going to be equal to square of this plus square of this. That's Pythagoras. So this is 25 equal to y squared plus 9. Then y squared is 25 minus 9. So y squared is 16. Y should be 4 because 4 squared is 16. Is that clear? Is that
Okay,
clear?
one second. Wait.
So we've not found the area, we just found the height. Now if we put that into the formula, half of the base is 7 and 3, which is 7 plus 3, okay?
Wait, wait. In the second to last step, how do you get 16 equals to 4 square?
Okay, okay. What I did was that I didn't, maybe I should just do something, hold on. From here, I'm taking 9 to meet to meet the 25, okay?
That's 25.
And it's
Oh,
going to
yes.
become negative, we have this. So I can categorically say y squared is 25 minus 9, right? Right?
Yes.
So y squared is, what is 25 minus 9? That's 16, right? So to find my y, I will find the square root of both sides, okay? So on the left side, the square root will cancel the power of 2. Then we have y equal to, what is the square root of 16?
4.
That's 4. So the height is 4. So for this triangle, the base equal to 7 plus 3, which is 10, and the height equal to 4. So if we find the area, that will be half times base times height. And here we can say 2, here 1, 2, here 5. So 5 times 4 is 20 square unit if there is any unit there. And to the second one, it's going to give us the same thing. Like if we bring up this shape now, we can, let me rotate it to the right. We can have something like this, okay? For the second one. Is that clear?
Yes.
So I can say, or better still, I can still turn it around. Yeah, like, so I can get my base and my height. So let's see, turn it, turn it 180. So you can have something like this. So that B, letter B, is the height, okay? Is that clear?
Okay.
So let me move this to the next page so that we can have space to use. So for the height, we have to find the height. So Pythagoras again, the longest, I mean the hypotenuse square, which is the side square, equal to the other square, the other side square, so 3.2 square. So here, b square is 8 square minus 3.2 square. So and whenever you're finding a difference of two squares, you can just say this is 8 plus 3.2 times 8 minus 3.2. We're still going to get the same thing. So b square equals to, what is 8 plus 3? That's 11.2. Then times, what is 8 minus 3? 8 minus 3 is 5. 5 minus zero point 0.2, that is 4.8, right?
Yes.
So we can have 11.2 times 4.8. 8 times 2, 8 times 2 is
16.
16. Then 8 times 1 is 8, plus 1 is 9. 8 times 1 is 8. Then 4 times 2, 4 times 1, and 4 times 1. So we have 6, this is 17, this is 13, and this is 5. So there are two digits here, so we fix that. So this is going to be b squared equals to 53.76. And we need to find the square root of both sides. So square root here, square root here. So the power and the root will cancel out, leaving us with this. The square root of 53 is not a perfect one. So if we have 49, that's 7. If we have 64, that's 8. So the answer should be 7 point something, okay? So we can
Okay.
simply get that on the calculator and say 53.76 squared. That's 7.3, okay? Is that clear?
Yes.
That's 7. That's just the height now, so 7.3 foot or feet. Now, to get the area, that will be half times the base times the height. That is half times what's the base? The base is 32. I mean 3.2, not 32. So 3.2, then times 7.3. So half of 3.2 is 1.6. So we have 1.6 times 7.3. 1.6, 7.3. 3 times 6 is 18. 3 times 1 is 3. Then that's plus 1, that's 4. 7 times 6 is 42. We have 4. 7 times 1 is 7 plus 4. That is 11. So we have 8, 6, 1, 1. Again, two decimals. So the answer should be 11.68 um, square feet. You understand that?
Mm. Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to give you some time to write this down, then I can give you what to do there as your assignment.